On hashtag Moms on a Mission, we talk about how we can stay fit as moms. We share our personal experience and struggle of finding the time to stay in shape. Kristin, a certified personal trainer, joins us via Skype to offer strategies that helps moms build an exercise routine that works.
We are moms, we are friends, we are moms on a mission.
Welcome to hashtag Moms on a Mission, and thanks for watching Woman to Woman TV, where women share, grow, and create their best with the world. I'm Lucia Dragos.
And I'm Ayse Eldek. Today we are going to talk about how to stay fit as a mom.
What do you do to stay fit?
After the babies, after the twins, I had an urge. I said, I need to shed these extra pounds. It was easier with my son, but with the girls, of course, like you have more babies and like you gain more weight. And I started dancing 4 times a week. And I do strengthening exercises once a week. I started to, give myself a little schedule so that I can actually have a routine and my body can, recognize, because your body has such a good memory. I have a dance background. Even though you take a break, your muscle memory is amazing. So it comes back in such a wonderful way. That also helped with the depression, like right after giving birth. Human body is amazing.
I think we should listen to our body. And if I want to eat something, I eat. If I want a French fries, I'll pick a little bit and that's it. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to deprive myself, because in my very early 20s, I was starving all the time. I'm with the dancer's background like you. I was constantly starving as a teenager when I was doing ballet, and then in my 20s. I can't do it anymore after I gave birth.
Yeah.
But for me, it took me 5 years to lose my baby fat. But I had the bad habit of finishing my son's plates. Mm-hmm. I would feel guilty if I throw food, and I know that's subconscious back because I was raised with not very fortunate environment, communist time, and I would not want to throw food. So I would finish every plate that my son, so that's a lot of plates. As far as exercises, I never had the time to go to the gym. Some gyms had babysitting, some they didn't, but I felt bad leaving my son to the gym, to the babysitting, because he was all day at daycare. So what I started doing is morning yoga.
Okay.
And it actually helped me. For some reason, after yoga, I would feel so calm. I would not feel like eating. And that's the time when I lost all the extra. I had like 10 pounds left that I couldn't lose for 5 years. But after I started doing yoga and meditation.
Meditation is such a wonderful thing. Our instructor always said, all these thoughts are going to come back to you. They're going to linger, but try your best. In the end, when you get up, there's this like lightness, like you feel lighter and you feel ready for the week, Right. And if you remember to do it at least 10 minutes a day, that changes a lot of things.
Let's take a break, and then when we come back, we'll have via Skype Kristin. So stay tuned.
We are moms, we are friends, we are moms on a mission.
Kristin is certified through the National Academy of Sports Medicine as a personal trainer, fitness nutrition specialist, and women's fitness specialist. Kristin has been a trainer for almost 4 years and mom for 7 months. She runs local and online boot camps as well as local and online training.
Welcome back. We have via Skype Kristin. Welcome.
My question is, I know that unless you change your mindset, external changes are hard to occur. How is that true for losing weight?
It's so true. I have so many clients who come in and they want to lose weight, but they're not they're not there yet. They're not ready to like really make the change. But once that mindset change happens, it's a total game changer. For me personally, like before I was pregnant with my son, I was like everyone else. I was like, I want to have this great body. I want to look good, whatever. But then when I got pregnant with him, for me, it was about nourishing my body. Like, I never really understood. People used to say, you know, your body does this awesome thing. It grows a baby and you get to nourish the baby. And I was like, whatever. You know, like, I didn't understand until I had my son. And then, I mean, it was a game changer for me once I had him because I was like, this is amazing. Like, I grew a person. Like, I grew a person. I was the reason that person grew. And so for me, that changed my mindset because I was more focused on nourishing him. I was more focused on getting in the right foods to nourish him versus how I looked. And I think that that mindset, it can be a huge game changer for a lot of people because you're not so focused on, hey, I'm going to go do 2 hours of a run because I want to look good. You're more like, oh, I want to lift some weights because I want to be able to like lift my baby later, you know, as they get heavier. So it's so true. I mean, if you want to lose weight, that mindset change it makes a big difference.
Great.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I have a tricky question for you. What is more important? Is it cardio or weights?
So I actually get this question a lot, and I don't mean to be facetious in my answer, but it actually
Oh, I
depends.
hate weights, so.
Yeah, so if you hate weights, weights aren't going to do anything for you because you're going to give up on your program in like a week. You're going to be like, I want to do weights because it's so good for me, and then you're going to hate it, and then you're just going to do nothing. And it's, you know, same vice versa. If you hate running and you're like, I need to run, it's going to help me lose weight. Like if you're not going to stick to it, it's obviously not going to work. That being said, in my opinion, the most efficient way to really lose weight and lose the baby weight and actually have sustainable fat loss is to combine the two. So I like to do circuits with weights. That way I'm getting cardio and I'm getting weights and I'm building strength so that I can have a faster metabolism.
I used to believe for many years that unless I'm sweating and exercising hours and hours, I'm not going to lose weight. So that kind of was a demotivator to me. So I wasn't doing anything and I wasn't losing weight. And also, I didn't have the resources to go to the gym, spend money on babysitter. Not all the gyms had babysitting. So what is your advice in your professional career? You work with so many moms. How can we exercise the best possible way with fewer resources?
I do all my workouts at home and I only work out about 3 or 4 days a week. I add weights. I do go on walks a lot, like, you know, a couple times a week. I like to get together with some friends and go on walks. But my strict, like, this is my time to work out. I do it right at home. I try to do it in the morning. Mornings here are like off the charts nuts for us. So I bring him downstairs and I do my workout right in front of him. So if he's like in a bad mood and he's not really feeling it, I'll involve him and he loves it. Like I'll be doing squats and I pick him up and I'll squat with him and I'll do presses with him and he just giggles away. So it's good doing it at home. Doing only 20 to 30 minutes, like you don't need to be doing these insane hours at the gym.
What is the best workout for moms after giving birth? So what steps should they follow to go back to a healthy, fit body? I know your son is 7 months old and you look amazing, as I can see. So can you give us some, give the, moms to be or new moms some tips about that?
Sure. So again, the best thing to do is a program you're going to stick with. So I personally, like my clients, we do weights, we do cardio, we combine it all, but I can't reiterate enough how important it is to find a program that you like. But that being said, the most important thing to do is let your body heal. So again, like you just grew this baby, it's so amazing, and now you're feeding your baby, and so you need to let your body heal.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't mean that as an excuse to like hang out on your couch and like eat Doritos and just kind of like not do anything because your body's healing. I mean like nourish your bodies with really healthy, vitamin-rich foods. start slowly by going for walks. I started by just going for some walks around the park. My mom was here for 2 weeks, and we would just, and by walk, I mean shuffle, like I was just like kind of doing a slow shuffle down.
Nice.
And then after that, once my body had healed and I was fully cleared for exercise and everything, I started lifting weights slowly. So by the end of my pregnancy, I was still doing some workouts, but I mean, I couldn't lift as heavy as I could pre-pregnancy because you just, nature of the beast, you have to go down in weight.
Yeah.
So I started lifting again slowly, and then I started adding in those circuits that I like. So like I said, I only do about 20 to 30-minute workouts, but they're so fast and they're so high intensity that it's like I'm drenched in sweat by the end, but it's like it's been 20 minutes. I feel like I just took like a 1-hour spin class. So you can get back into shape. The most efficient way to do it is just combining weights and cardio, hybrid movements. And by hybrid, I mean, doing a lunge with a curl versus like just doing lunges or just doing curls.
Now that leads me to another question. When I go to the gym, I notice that each day I'll get comfortable, I'll do the same exercises. I might rotate weights and cardio, but I like the treadmill, and then I have that my routine with weights, but then it gets so repetitive and I get comfortable. When do we know it's time to change, to challenge ourselves, or is there like a rule every other day we repeat the exercises? How does it work?
So the rule of thumb that I like to go by is if you can get through a set and you're not even feeling it. So if you're, say, doing like 3 sets of 12 bicep curls, and you get to like number 9 and it's like, this is so easy, it's like nothing, like you're lifting your lipstick, then you need to go up in weight. And it's also good, you don't have to change your routine every day, but you definitely want to switch it up, and it depends on your personality too. So some people just like really hate doing the same thing all the time, so they need a lot of variety. But some people are creatures of habit. Like I'm a creature of habit. I like to have the same breakfast every day. I like to do the same thing day in, day out. Like I like my schedule. But even still, if you're that person, if you like your routine, maybe switch the order that you're doing the exercises, or switch, again, the weight that you're doing with the exercises, or even the day you're doing the exercises on. So if every Wednesday you go in and you do the same arm workout with the same weights, maybe do that workout on Tuesday with heavier weights and in a different order. That way you don't get bored too, right? Because when you kind of know what to expect, you get very bored.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I have something very, very tricky for you. Could you give me 5 myths about losing weight?
Yes. 5. I'm limited to 5.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Well, let's do 5 and then we throw in some extras afterwards.
Okay. So one of the biggest myths about losing weight is that calories in and calories out is the whole picture. Like it's so hard, but that's not even close to the whole picture. The quality of your calories it really matters. So if I'm eating 100 calories of broccoli versus 100 calories of Oreos, like they're going to process in my body totally differently. And I'm going to feel different after. Like 100 calories of an Oreo is like, I don't know, 1.5 maybe. I mean, I could probably eat a whole sleeve. But 100 calories of broccoli is like, it's a lot. So that volume really fills me up. But then your hormones have a lot to do with weight loss, as does the workout you do. So if you're the calories outside, you don't need to be doing hours of working out. You're going to backpedal if you're working out that often. It's better, unless you're an athlete, like you really don't need to be working out more than 30 minutes a day. So that's my first one. My second one is, if you don't work out at all, you won't lose weight. So I know it's kind of tricky coming from a trainer.
I like that one.
Let me explain myself. I always recommend working out because it's so, so good for your body. But if you are working out and you're not eating well, you're not going to see results. But if you are working out and you're eating well, you're going to see the maximum results. So if you eat well and don't really get to work out, you'll still lose weight. You might not be as strong as you'd like to be, or you might not be as fast. And that's why I still always recommend working out, because it's still good for your bones. It's good for your lungs. But you don't necessarily have to always be working out in order to lose weight. You need to be eating right in order to lose weight. So this one I've already mentioned a few times. There's one best way to work out or lose weight, and that's not true. The best way to do it is the way that you're going to stick to. So I think the most efficient way to do it would be to combine cardio and weights, and especially like lifting heavier weights as you get more comfortable. But there's definitely not one best way. You have to find something that works for you. You need to jumpstart weight loss with some crazy fad diet, like a detox. That is so not true. So I know when I was younger, I would do those crazy like blueprint cleanse, or like those juice cleanses, and it's your body detoxes on its own. You don't need to do that. You need to drink water, eat fruits and vegetables, eat lean proteins, and you're fine. So the best way to jumpstart your weight loss is to just fill your pantry with good, nourishing food. So the last one was you need to work out every day in order to lose weight. So again, I told you actually don't need to work out at all necessarily to lose weight. But working out every day there's two reasons why that can actually sabotage your efforts. So one is that it's going to spike your cortisol levels, which is your stress hormone, one of your stress hormones. So it's going to make you actually retain fat. And the second reason is because you're going to psych yourself out. You're either going to physically or mentally get burnt out, and then again, you're not going to stick to the program.
Great. I like those.
Yeah.
Well, now let's talk food. As moms, we're so busy. We run from one activity to another activity. Now, how can we don't starve or don't binge afterwards? Because that's what I do. I starve and then I binge. How can we plan our snacks and meals with the crazy schedules that we have?
Okay, so I'm a huge advocate of meal prep and food planning, but again, that's all changed since I became a mom. So pre-baby, I was all about like Sundays, I would spend like 4 hours cooking my meals, trying to prep for the week, and that worked at the time. That was fine. Like I had 4 hours. I barely have 4 minutes now, so there's no way that I'm like going to be able to make a week's worth of food in one day. So now what I do on Sundays is I prep 1 or 2 things. So I'll usually prep maybe some boiled eggs to grab as a quick snack on the way out, and like oatmeal bake, because like I said, my mornings are off the charts insane. Like but I hate missing breakfast. Like breakfast is my favorite meal. I used to love sitting down and like eating my breakfast, so I can't skip it. So I usually make like 2 things early on in the week. And then as I cook throughout the week, I make a lot of extras. So on Tuesday night when I make dinner, I make, 4 servings and just pop it in the fridge so that I have it to heat up later. And another thing I also like to do is if I have like a 20-minute reprieve where my son's napping and I've actually eaten lunch and I have a couple minutes to myself, I'll chop up some veggies real quick, put them in a baking dish, put them in the oven for 45 minutes and just roast them. And again, that way I just have them, I can grab them out and heat them up in the microwave really quickly to have, on the days when he's not sleeping and I have him in my arm and I need to just put something in the microwave to eat. So for me, meal prepping is essential, and especially I have clients. I have this boot camper who's been amazing about this. I have them meal plan at the beginning of the week, so they don't have to prep anything, but I just have them write out what they plan to have, so that they're at least mentally thinking about what they're going to eat throughout the week. Nice. Because that way, when you're planned, you're ready to go. You're kind of like, well, I already planned on having this snack, so I'm just going to get there, and that's what I'm going to have.
Nice.
Planning is the key, like with everything.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
This is great. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So you have a book called Lean Body, the 4-month workout plan to your healthiest body. Why 4 months?
Okay, so there's actually 2 reasons why I there was a lot of thought that went into this, but the two big reasons that I chose this is one, I wanted it to be realistic. So you could do a 1 month program and you can probably lose weight and that's awesome, but it's 1 month, like that's not a habit yet. You're not in that lifestyle. That's a 1 month thing. So I wanted something that was realistic, is long enough for it to become a habit, and it was a realistic amount of time for you to see change. So in 4 months, I mean, you can definitely see some change in your body if you're sticking to a program. The second reason I chose it is because people who buy it can save money, right? So now you have this 4 month program and you can use it 3 times, and you've already had a full year of workouts that you've repeated each workout 3 times, and that's it. So you have a ton of variety. It's all mapped out for you, and you can do it 3 times, and you've already got a year's worth of workouts.
Nice.
Great. Now you have also online training, and I absolutely love it because anything that saves me time, I love it. And everything is now on the computer and online. But how does it work? Because this is exercise and training and losing weight. So how does it work online?
Okay, so I love my online training because for two reasons. So my husband's in the Navy, and so what I was found was happening was that I would meet these in-person clients. We'd be working so hard, they'd reach their goals, we'd be, make all this progress, and then I would move. And they were like, well, what am I going to do? I don't want to like lose that work with you because we've already formed that bond. So this way I could still work with them. Or with social media nowadays, to your point, everything's online. And so people would find me and they'd be kind of following me and they're like, I like your message. Like you're somebody I want to work with, but you're so far away. How do I make that happen? So that's what I love about it. And the way that it works is that we have kind of we speak via email and we figure out, what are their goals? What are their resources? So some people have gym memberships, and so they will get workouts for their gym members or their gym memberships. Some people don't. Some people are stay-at-home moms or working moms who don't have time or resources to get to the gym. So they kind of tell me what they have on hand. Like I said, I usually prefer for them to at least have a set of dumbbells, and then everything else I can work around. And then we work on their goals with what they have. They also send weekly updates, so I get measurements weekly, progress pictures weekly. That way I can keep them accountable. And I'm actually going to be implementing soon for new clients and old clients who I'm already working with, doing a Skype or FaceTime call once a week to just check in. Because via email you can be like, oh, I'm doing okay. But then when I see you and I'm like, oh, I see your face, I can see that you're like kind of stressed out. Let's talk about it. Like, let's game plan and figure out how we can like get through this rough patch.
That's good. It ties it to the mental that we were talking before, the mindset, yeah?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you're also a women's fitness specialist. Is the workout for women have to be different than for a man?
So this is another question I actually get a lot, because I have women who want to work out and they want to work out with their husbands too. And so they'll be like, can my husband do this workout too? So the major difference is like a guy can do any workout that a female can do, like their bodies are fine. The big difference is when a woman is pregnant or postpartum. So when you're pregnant, you have to accommodate for your bigger belly. You have to accommodate for those stretching loose ligaments. You have to accommodate for like the random nerve endings that no longer work because your baby is sitting on them. But so that's the big difference. And then postpartum, just knowing how to do, especially the right kind of ab exercises so that you don't exacerbate any split that you already have in your abdomen.
Yeah. Great. Now, anything that you want to share that we didn't cover today?
Yes, real quick. I just want to remind moms that your kids are the best reason to be healthy, to work out and to eat the right kinds of food and to show them a healthy lifestyle. I want my son to read. I really want him to love reading. And if he doesn't, that's okay. But the best way for me to show him that is to read to him, read with him. And it's the same with exercise and eating, right? The best way for your kids to learn to take care of themselves is for you to do it. So hope you guys learned some stuff about being fit as a mom. And just remember, too, loss isn't linear. So you're going to have your good weeks and you're consistent and you're working hard, then you will get to your goal.
Thank you so much, Kristin, for being with us today. That's it for today's show. Thanks for watching. And now we want to hear from you. So use the comment area below and tell us 1 or 2 things that you've heard Kristin mention that you want to try at home. And if you're doing something different that we didn't mention today, share it with us. We'd love to hear it.
And if you like this episode, please share it with your friends and invite them to continue the conversation at Woman to Woman TV, #Moms on a Mission.
And don't forget, you are unique. Use it to your advantage. And each day, go beyond yourself. Bye.
Bye.
We are moms, we are friends, we are moms on a mission.